Hey everyone, it is Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to the 9th episode of Season 2 of Angel. As always, I'm looking forward continuing this journey, especially with this season, as I've made my comments before regarding how they're doing a very good job this season, especially with Darla. Although she was pretty much not a vocal point in the last episode, as we focused on the Shroud of Ramon, and we had Angel and Good partake in that heist mission where sentiments were ushered thanks to the Shroud of Ramon, and we saw people act in different ways, some acting as acting in a hostile manner, whereas some acted in a more comedical manner, like Cordy and Wesley. But yeah, there was also some glimmer of hope regarding the relationship between Angel and Kate, because ever since last season, the midway point of last season, there's been hostility between the pair. They've been at each other's throats ever since the midway point. Although last episode, Angel was literally at Kate's throat, although this was an effort to save her. So hopefully with that act in mind, there is some hopeful direction that them two can repair things and be friends again, but we'll wait and see about that one. But yeah, with that said, let's jump into episode number 9 of season 2 for Angel. Looking forward to this. Let's go.
He's been in that cellar a long time.
I keep hearing a chugga sound.
Kind of curious why he's in the cellar for a long time.
He barely says good morning and get me a glass of blood anymore.
No Liam.
I know, he's just so more.
They'll be looking for her, too.
What do you think they'll do if they find her?
Well, let's get there first and not find out.
Listen up, mister. If you expect us to go with you on some wild goose chase, then guess again. We're not going to enable you in your addiction.
Didn't we learn anything from the tea?
This is why you choose coffee over tea. Not sparking that debate, but I'm kidding.
You are, however, our moral responsibility.
This is where they're gonna start buttering things up.
No doubt you remember very little of your first few weeks with us. No one ever really remembers their first days of life. But that's when these were initiated.
Ooh.
Did you know anything?
I never actually did it to anybody before, and I was kind of
Oh god, the metaphors. Oof.
I'll walk you through it. Drink. When you feel my heart start to slow, stop.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh!
What the hell do you
Angel
think
with
you're doing?
the...
saving you.
I wouldn't say
It wasn't
cock block.
anything,
What?
She's serious about this?
and not sometime, not later. Now. Right now. They showed me the medical files. All the tests say the same thing. I've got about 2 months left, 3 at the most. So if you'll excuse me,
Oh my
in sort of a hurry.
god. I mean, I'm inclined to believe her.
Can't say we like you much.
Oh boy.
So, sorry about the dying, but if you try to escape, we will hit you.
On the head.
With very large and heavy objects.
He's just backing up Cordy. At least they're being blunt about it. Uh-oh.
I might not be able to come in, Lindsay, but
Wipe your feet. That's fit now, don't you?
Come now, you have to admit the chase can be exhilarating.
Jeez.
Especially with the proper companion.
Oh!
That's
Seems like they found you.
Syphilitic heart condition. Terminal. Looks
Heart
like our daughter was a
condition.
working girl in the New World. Syphilis is what she was dying from when she was human.
Oh,
Now
and
she's human again.
yeah, and
Kind
that's
of picking up where she left off.
yeah, you
First day,
paused
something
her
like that can be
life.
cleared up with a few antibiotics, if you catch it in time. We're about a month and, what, 400 years too late?
I was with her for 150 years.
But you never loved her.
I wasn't capable of it, neither are you.
Maybe not. But I'd save her if I could. And you can, and you won't. So you got a choice, pal.
Ooh.
Let me rest today.
Damn, Darla.
Knowing me no good.
ooh.
Ew.
What does that mean? Ooh.
Means ooh. Ground control to Major Tom.
We may not be able to save
No,
this
he-
bird if you'll shush up and listen to the bridge.
I mean, he's so desperate. I am very, very, like, roped into her, like, voice as a singer.
Why do you care so much? She had more than most of us already, 400 plus years.
As a vampire, before that she was... She never had a chance.
Which is very admirable of what Angel's wanting here.
Yes.
She is your collateral, then. Should you complete all 3 trials, she will be made whole.
What happens if I don't complete
That's
the
Major
trials?
Zero from Metal Gear
She
Solid
dies
3.
instantly. In the meantime, Darla, you
Bloody
can relax
hell.
with an iced beverage in the balance. Along with your own, of course. Anyway, you'd best get ready now, sir. This is no time
Got
to
this
be dwelling
Angel.
on the negative.
Zero's always been a bit of a shady character, okay? Can't believe that's Jim Pinnock.
Separate. Once the tests have started, they can't be stopped.
I need to see what's happening. Now.
Yeah, do you not have a
If you
TV?
insist. But please remember, you did ask.
Or you can goop her? Oh, man. Expect the unexpected, creepy demon. Oh! Hopefully there's no split feelings about how he surpassed the first challenge. Oh! Works? Thought he was gonna cut his head off or anything. But oh well.
Is how a guy like you gets his rocks off?
Oh, I have no feelings about this contest one way or another, miss.
That's it. So I'm guessing any human taking this trial would... Well, not that they would know.
Holy water.
Ooh. Got through it, but Jesus.
Refuse the challenge and walk away. No one will stop you. Our doors are all open to you. You've done that yourself.
What about Darla?
Well, she'll die, won't
She
she?
dies.
No deal.
I expected as much. A pity. I'm beginning to like you.
Spare me.
I mean, I hope
I'd
so.
very much like to.
He's gone through hell for this
If I ask you a
challenge.
question. Isn't the world a better place with you in it? You can save so many people, and are you still ready to give your life when she can promise you nothing?
Create some doubtful. Oh.
As you wish.
I mean, at least he'll be on Darla's good books with that admission.
No.
Oh?
Angel.
Congratulations. You've passed the 3rd test by accepting death. I'm told no one
There
has
we
ever gone
go. Oh my
in terms of
god.
sacrifice. Kudos.
What are you saying?
Can't be done.
I can't help you.
We had a bargain. She's earned a second chance.
This is her second
She's
chance.
living her second chance. But you
Oh.
played the game magnificently.
I think that's pretty
Thomas
insulting.
brought to life.
Oh! Oh shit, he's done. What's so hard for her and it's all for naught?
It's all I need from you.
It's not enough.
It is.
How could the powers allow you to be brought back, dangle a second chance, and take it away like this?
Maybe this is my second chance.
Do good before you
Yes.
do die.
You're never gonna be alone again.
Angel. You know what? You truly do have a beautiful soul. You are assholes.
How did you think this would end?
You son of a bitch. You little rat. Drusilla! Woo! Drusilla! Oh, is she gonna make... Oh, no! Fuck! God damn it! God damn it! Son of a bitch! Oh my lord. The moment Darla has come to fully accept that Angel turning her is not worth it, it all has to go down the gutter. And oh boy. See, this is it. The plus side, Drusilla's back in the present day, so that means we're gonna get a lot more of Drusilla. Woo! Downside, Darla's back to being a vampire. Yeah. And now she's been sired by Drusilla, so... Oh boy. I mean, this is it though. I hate Lindsay so much now because he resorted to contacting... Because this is it. Darla... The whole thing was a complete cluster fluck. I'll call it that. I think that's a... Yeah, that's a... It just went down in shambles. Their plan with Darla turning Angel to Angelus, that just completely perished. So they had to resort to another option. Drusilla, how do you fancy doing this to Darla? So yeah. God damn. Good episode. Fantastic episode. Up there in my favourites this season, but we were making waves with Darla and Angel. Darla had accepted death, like Angel did. Yeah, we were making waves. She heralded some newfound respect and admiration for Angel, and she felt at peace. And now she's died again, which, you know, it's kind of poignant. She's found peace. She's accepted the closing of her book, and then, well, this should be fun. We got Drusilla back, which is really, really good. Present day Drusilla as well, which seems to give off an indication that she is going to play a huge role in the antagonist section of season 2, which is really, really good because I love Drusilla so much, and it was a joy seeing her in the flashback. So to see her in the present day, not just contributing in turning Darla into a vampire, but, you know, just in there and being there in general, it's just really amazing. So I'm really excited to see what is going to be happening with her throughout this season. Now Darla's back to a vampire, so that's going to cause a plethora of problems as well. And it just sucks because, you know, it's a case for Angel that he can't save everyone, even those with a deep attachment. and we made so much headway regarding Darla. Like this was it. Like I said, she had finally accepted that she was human, and then bam, Lindsay comes through and has Drusilla follow, and there we go. But that's the thing with Lindsay. Yes, you just hate him for what he's done, because we were making so much headway, and we were finally going on an incline with Darla's story, and how she had finally come to accept who she was now, and that maybe death can be a good way to end her story without resorting being a vampire again. But Lindsay said he would do anything. He would do anything to save Darla, and that's it. And that's the thing with Lindsay's character, is that you can have such a complexity in terms of your mindset about what you want to do, but you can still pull out some skewed ways of achieving a certain goal. Especially for your own greed, because he does have that attachment to Darla. He does care for her. And we know that last season he was all about himself. He had he had it rough when he was a kid, and he would make sure that his life would never face some kind of compromise, and this would be it, because he's on the verge of losing Darla, and he wants to find a way, like Angel, I guess, to make her live. Though his way is a bit carries a bit more malice, hence why he resorted to getting Drusilla, because Angel was not going to turn her. Although he did consider, there were moments where he was considering turning Darla into a vampire. At the end of the day, he couldn't go through with it. So yeah, but I thought this was my up there in my favorite episodes of season 2, definitely. It was just well structured, and I have no complaints about the trials, because there might be that worry that maybe it was a bit too fast paced, but I don't think focusing on Angel being in the thick of it was the main aspect of this episode. It was about Darla and how she was coming to the final hurdle at accepting herself before it was all ripped away. It was all ripped away. So that was the main intention for this episode, is to show Darla the ramifications about her being human once again. I mean, there was that emotional struggle that we saw in episode 7, where she broke down and she was begging for Angel to turn her into a vampire. It was paining her about being human, about feeling those regrets about what you did as a vampire. And then in this episode, we learned that that we decided to press play on the pause button, because whilst she was a vampire, it literally put the pause on her syphilis, and now she's returned as a human. That pause button is now played. So yeah, it's been unpaused. That status is now unpaused, and she's now dying again. So this was all about a means to try and save Darla, whether it was to consider turning into a vampire and consider turning her into a vampire, or go above and beyond to try and find a solution. That was the main intent. So yeah, I did really love the trials as well, because I think they were catered to the individual, because I was curious about, okay, is this gonna be a personal thing for the individual who's going through these trials? And I think it was, especially with the crosses on the floor and the holy water, and then you had the stakes prepped for the final stage. Yeah, I think whilst anyone can do this, though they didn't get past the first stage apparently, it would be more personal to the individual, because if you're a human in the area that was designated for Angel for the second round, you're gonna ace this, aren't you? I mean, for the third one, I'm not so sure. You might get a bit of splinter in the eye, but no, I think it was more personal there to for the individual. So because these trials have been partook by multiple people, though Angel was the first one to get to round 2 apparently. So yeah, but it was very fun stuff to see, and it did carry a lot of weight, especially the third trial, which. I loved the severity of it though. Like I loved how severe the third trial was. Like there was that threat, oh, you will die so she can live, and that guy who was conducting the trials, who played Zero in Metal Gear Solid 3. How I know that? Because his voice is recognizable, and yeah, it just tugged at the heartstrings. And I was actually watching a video based on MGS3 the other day, because I love the Metal Gear Solid franchise. It's my favorite video game franchise, so it's like, oof. But as I was saying before I digressed, yeah, there was about a severity regarding the third trial that, okay, it could have meant Angel's death, but there was also that test regarding how the world would be worse off if you basically sacrificed yourself to save Darla. And this is it, though. Like, surely Angel knows subconsciously that he is valuable to the world, but I think personally he has so much care for Darla. I mean, you even saw Darla tear up at the realization about how much she means to him. There is so much feelings for Darla that Angel has, that he like, that's it. Yeah, Darla means the world to him. So yeah, I really loved that. And then how the act ended by saying, well, you accepted death, and that was the caveat for the final trial. So I really liked how the trials were presented. Also liked a bit of Cordy and Wesley. Of course, they were essentially showing their concern with Angel and his continued fixation on Darla. Even when Darla was brought in at the into the hotel, they were I would say towering over her by saying, "You are our prisoner." At least they weren't, being shy about the term, because she said, "I've heard people say you're not a prisoner," but Cordy was not was pretty clear with what she meant. She wasn't sugarcoating anything at this direction. So yeah, but though they do share their concern, that's it at the top of their mindset. It's concern. So they have to approach Darla with this I wouldn't say intimidating front, but that's the word I would kind of describe it at the moment. But I wouldn't say they wanted to make her fear. They are demonstrating how much they are concerned with Angel and how Darla is having an impact on his mindset, because they are worried his mind's not in the right place because of his obsession with Darla. And whereas human Darla is like wanting it is currently going through the process of that change. Yeah, now that's all gone to bed. Unless, Darla's gonna be a good vampire, who knows? It could happen. But I doubt it. So yeah, the game has, for me, definitely stepped up a notch with the fact that Darla has now got what she initially wanted. So yeah, I also liked that twist during the trials, that because she was brought back, that the effects on why Angel was the Zero character, I'm gonna call him that, how Zero he couldn't fix Darla's problem because she was brought back again. So I really liked how that became a bit of a complication regarding what Angel was fighting for, and you saw him just absolutely tear the place down because he fought through so much and it all meant for naught. So it does break your heart, but yeah, this was a very fantastic episode. Loved Darla singing as well, and how I felt the song had a bit of context to what she was battling through. but yeah, I really loved Darla singing, and she has one hell of a voice. I really loved that. I'm assuming Julie was the one actually singing that, and if so, then she has one hell of a voice. But I really loved that bit, as well as the host and Angel talking things over, with him basically foreshadowing what was going to happen to Darla, because he said maybe some people are destined to reach the place they're supposed to go towards. And what was pretty clear was that with like Angel was considering, as I've mentioned, turning and making Darla a vampire, and then he didn't, and then we had Darla accept, listen to, like, finally soak in what Angel has been trying to show her, and she's come to that acceptance. And then Drusilla waltzes in, and I've got to say that, like, stroll was very sinister from Drusilla. So they did a very good job with the music and the slow-mo and Angel being apprehended to really raise the stakes on that moment. But yeah, Darla was always destined to being a vampire. It wasn't so much regarding who would turn her into a vampire. It was the fact that she would get what she originally asked for, and there we go. So the ramifications of Darla being a vampire again is going to be very interesting over the course of the rest of the season. But yeah, I really loved this episode. Superb stuff. Like I said, one of my favorites this season, and I thought this was really good at showing, I guess, the development from Angel and Darla. Darla, like, who was so hell-bent on being a vampire, has finally come to accept who she was, and then, that's all gone with Drusilla. And Angel, there's quite the development for her, there is quite the development for him as well. So I really loved how this did develop Angel and Darla's characters, as well as the shocking twists that would come about with there not being any available cure for Darla, that Drusilla's back and she turned Darla. It was a really wonderful episode, and I really loved the like all the scenes, like how different they were. Like the trial scenes were like, it carried this different feeling. It carried, like, they made sure they spiced up the episode in all kinds of areas, and it worked really well. So I really liked how this episode was presented. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!